What to play today? Got so many choices, so many things to talk about. I have no clue. Come out to play. What the hell is that sound? Sounds like it's coming from outside. I'm gonna check it out. Come out to play. Come out to play. Hey, Popka, come out to play. Popka, come out to play. Yeah. Popka, come out to play. How did he get here from Hawaii? Get out of here, you hobo! Ow! Ah. Oh, ow! If you're a fan of film who appreciates cult cinema, then I'm pretty sure this scene will be instantly recognizable.
Come out to play. Warriors, come out to play.
For everyone else, The Warriors is a 1979 action film directed by Walter Hill and based on the 1965 book of the same name by Sol Urich. The film tells the story of the titular gang who must make it back to their home turf on Coney Island after they're framed for murdering Cyrus, leader of the Gramercy Riffs, the biggest gang in New York, during a summit to unite all gangs under one rule to dominate the city. What follows is one hell of a night as the Warriors also try to clear their name while heading home as every gang in the city wants them dead. Despite negative reviews from critics and even a few violent altercations when the film was released, The Warriors did alright enough at the box office. Over the years, though, is when it truly received its audience, as critics re-evaluated the film and gave it higher marks. Hell, there's even talks of a remake. Now, as I've mentioned on the show before, whenever a movie or a TV show becomes popular enough, merchandise is sure to spring from it. DVDs, toys, shirts, and video games. And of course, with the case of the Warriors, that last one's probably a no-brainer. So when it was revealed that Rockstar would be handling the game adaptation of the Warriors, gamers went into a frenzy wondering, what could the creators of Grand Theft Auto bring to that film? Well, without further ado, it's time to see if the game lives up to the legacy of the film. This is the Warriors. Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
It's still on, and we're going. Cyrus sent an emissary this afternoon to make sure. Now, Cyrus don't want anybody packed, and he don't want anybody flexing any muscle. So I gave him my word that the Warriors would uphold the truce. Now, everybody says that Cyrus is the one and only. I think we better go have a look for ourselves.
Now, Rockstar could have just slapped the film's plot into the game and called it a day, and they sort of do. I mean, it does follow the events of the film, but Rockstar goes the extra mile by starting the game 3 months before that fateful event takes place, showing how the gang got together and built their reputation. Not gonna lie, that's friggin' amazing and is a great way to expand on a story, especially on a licensed game, giving you some depth as well as origin to your favorite characters. The Warriors can best be described as a semi-open world beat-em-up. You'll play through 18 missions, 1 through 13 being the prequel stuff, and 14 through 18 being the events of the film, with some bonus flashback missions thrown in that show you how the Warriors earned their iconic vests. Each stage has you completing main objectives like stealing goods and tagging areas, the latter fairly reminiscent of Jet Set Radio, as well as bonus objectives that give you player points, which is used to unlock things in Rumble mode, but we'll get to that later. Of course, being a warrior, fighting other gangs is a given. Combat is handled in a Rumble-style action where you'll be assisted by your fellow warriors, which, as their war chief, you can issue commands to them like wait, follow, protect, attack, and so on. Fighting is also quite easy to do as well. You have a weak and strong attack which, when combined, can pull off some awesome 1-2 combos and chain attacks, along with holds and throws. On top of that, you have a rage meter that, when filled, sends you into an invincible rampage for a brief time. One big feature that Rockstar implemented into the game is how the HUD and menus are handled. Your health and stamina are shown as a circle underneath your character, while your rage meter and how much cash, health items, and spray cans are on the top left, which makes the screen less cluttered. Now there's one part of the gameplay I haven't talked about yet because I wanted to save it till next to last, and that's Coney Island itself. Before and after each mission, you'll be at Warriors HQ, where you can train to raise stats, talk with fellow warriors, and play other missions and modes. You can even explore outside and partake in extra missions to obtain special items, like handcuff keys to help you get out of a jam. Of course, you can also run around, loot, and pillage to get extra cash, and buy more health and paint. Lastly, there's the extra modes. Besides being able to play the story mode in 2-player split-screen co-op, you have the aforementioned Rumble mode, which is basically a versus fighting game. Here you can duke it out in a variety of modes like 1v1 or gang versus gang, with a ton of characters to play as and arenas to fight on, all needing to be unlocked through the main game, of course. It's a fun distraction, even more so with friends. Then there's Armies of the Night. Unlocked after beating the story, Armies of the Night is a Double Dragon style beat 'em up, complete with a girl getting gut punched and hauled off by the enemy. This is, without a doubt, one of the coolest unlockables I've seen in a game, especially when you get a friend in on that old nostalgic beatdown. Well done, Rockstar. Well done. Now, you may have noticed that I haven't really mentioned anything wrong with the Warriors, and that's because I really didn't have any problems with it. In my opinion, I feel Rockstar did a phenomenal job crafting some pretty fun gameplay here. The combat and mini-games and story progression is just amazing.
You got the stuff? I want you to hit everything in sight. I want everyone to know that the Warriors were there.
Now, if there's one thing they had to get right with the Warriors, it was the presentation, and man did they ever. The visuals are top-notch for their time, with the stages and hub world looking like a dark, grungy 1970s New York, and character models that look pretty damn close, well, as close as 2005 hardware could get, to how they looked in the film, and it's still pretty impressive. In the audio department, the voice cast also does an amazing job, as some of the film's original cast return to reprise their roles, such as Michael Beck as Swan, James Remar as Ajax, and Dorsey Wright as Cleon, to name a few, while the other actors that take over for the other roles do a respectable job. On the music side of things, the majority of the film's soundtrack is heard in all its 70s glory here in the game, further cementing how much Rockstar wanted to give an authentic Warriors game experience.
They think we shot Cyrus.
What are you talking about? I don't get it.
They think we shot Cyrus. Every gang in the city must be looking for us.
Holy shit.
We're not gonna be able to make it back.
We're gonna make it back. We came this far and we're gonna go the rest of the way. Let's go to Union Square, okay? We gotta tell the rest of the guys.
So yeah, it goes without saying that The Warriors is not only a fantastic licensed game, but a wonderful beat-em-up to boot. So yes, this is totally collection worthy. Hell, even if you're not a fan of the Big Green, get it on any other system. Get it on Sony system, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, portable. Hell, that might be even on the Vita, I don't know. But just, yes, totally get this game. Can you dig it? Okay, I'll stop doing it. I'll never do that again. Sorry. Believe it or not, there was a spiritual sequel in the works at Rockstar called We Are the Mods that was going to be set in the UK circa 1960s. Unfortunately, it was canned pretty early. There was another Warriors game made by another developer and released in 2009 called The Warrior Street Brawl for Xbox Live Arcade. However, this game is flat out shit and should never be played. Just stick with Rockstar's version. And with that, this is the Dolly Popka. Until next time, stay green all you boppers out there.